Hello farmers and welcome back to Griffin, Indiana. Last day of summer is here. Frank Jr. is over here fertilizing one of our cornfields that I did a corn chaff harvest in the previous day. I think it was the previous day. I think maybe last episode it was the 4th day of summer. I think it was actually the 5th day of summer because I've only skipped one day now. But we got the field plowed and he's now spreading manure over there. The good news is the grass has turned to hay before the rain has hit. It should be raining tomorrow. Let me double check the forecast, see if that's been changed. Tuesday, so now it's not gonna, oh no, it's still gonna rain on Tuesday, but it's late Tuesday. So I got all day tomorrow, which is good, to get some work done. I've already done all the fields. I've already windrowed all the grass and collected, well, baled up all the rest of the fields. We just got this big field down here to do. So let's go ahead and get started on doing that. And meanwhile, the corn in the last cornfield that we got is, has not fully grown as of yet. So hopefully when we skip through the night, tomorrow morning we'll wake up and the corn will be at its last growth stage. If we go ahead and chaff that up, put that to the bunker, cover it up, we'll compact it, cover it up, and we will be good to go. The good news is, if you remember last episode, we finally started, I don't want to say finally, it sounds like, hey, we finally got to lose some cows, but that's happening now. Our cows have reached, some of our cows reached 10 years of age and they are passing away of old age. But last night, I lost no cows. So, I mean, it's going to happen. It's going to happen. We're at that stage. Can't avoid it. It is what it is. But if I can go a night without losing some cattle, that's fine by me. So the cow total, oh yeah, I probably should go there first. I forgot where we're at. We're over 1,100. I know that. 1126. And their stats are looking pretty darn good. Also, we're almost done with this day here. Like I said, we're just going to go ahead and bale this hay up. Put it on the trailer, bring it up, and put it into the shed so we don't have any decomposition yeah, of the hay bales, because tomorrow, like I said, it's supposed to rain, and I don't want to forget that they're out here, because after I do the corn chaff, it's pretty much just me through fall and winter. Just, I don't want to say skipping days, but yeah, skipping days and make sure the cows have their TMR and their water, the straw for bedding. Frank Jr. will probably be going around the grass fields to fertilize them, get a stage in, so next spring I just have to do one more stage of fertilizer on it and we'll be good to go. So that's where we kind of stand currently right now. Like I said, by the end of the year, I definitely would like to hit 1,300 cows. I think it should not be a problem. I think we'll be fine. The next year, you know, we're going to be right around 1,800 cows. And halfway through the season after that, we should be at 2,000. Even though we are going to be losing some cattle along the way, but I think those numbers are numbers that we can hit. So it shouldn't be much longer before at 2,000. And I think what I decided to do when we hit 2,000 cows, we'll just finish off the season. And I'm not going to try to go, because usually by the end of the year, I usually have food stocked up for the cows for a year after that. So once we hit the end of that season, when we hit 2,000 cows, I think that's probably what we'll call it. And I know a couple people have mentioned they would like to know how much the farm is worth. So starting in this video here, leave a comment below, like when we end the series. It's not like it's going to end soon, but you know, it's coming. It's coming quick, I think. We're probably talking like another 10 episodes, maybe. I would think maybe just 10, somewhere around there. Maybe not even 10. But yeah, leave a comment below if you'd like to see, like when we do hit, you know, the final episode, whenever that is, to where we just sell everything off. We'll sell the land, we'll sell the equipment, just to see how much the farm is actually currently worth. I mean, we got $1 million in the bank account now. We got, I don't know how much money into farming equipment. Don't know. The only thing I won't do is, because I don't know, if I sell the cow barn, will it sell all the cows in the barn with it, or do I have to sell all the cows first and sell the cow barn? If I have to sell all the cows first before I sell the barn, I may not do that because that'll be 2,000 cows. I gotta sit there and go click, 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 because we don't have a sell all button, so that kind of sucks. But yeah, just leave a comment below if you want to see how much the farm is worth when we get all done, and I can go ahead and just we'll start selling off some things at the end, and we'll see how much the farm is worth. I mean, I would guess probably when we get there, it's gonna be like 10 million. Somewhere around there, because we had what? We had like a $4 or $5 million loan, and I've spent maybe a couple $1 million since then. And the amount of milk we're going to be getting here in the last 10 episodes is going to be a lot. But so far, so good here. I was glad. I was getting a little worried about this hay turning. It didn't turn until about, let's see, a couple hours. I think it was somewhere like 4 o'clock in the afternoon. It was like 1600 hours, so just a couple hours ago. I was like, you better turn, because I know tomorrow's supposed to rain, but now I see tomorrow's rain is not until late in the day. So we are good on that front here. We're going to have all these hay bales put in. I will check, because I made all these hay bales since I started playing, so I can go in and see the stats and see how many hay bales I've made this session alone. And I'm actually at the point now, like these little pieces I'm leaving behind, I don't go around picking them on up, because it looks like, yeah, if you go around and pick them up, you can make another bale or two, and not really. 20,000 liter bales, it takes a lot of little pieces to try to make a 20,000 liter bale. So I just kind of leave them there. Just kind of leave it there. But if you remember, like always in the beginning, those little pieces, like I need every little piece. Now I'm at the stage of where, yeah, it's there. I don't really need it. We're fine. The cows are fine. They're all good. Actually, I should look, because we just had another milking. How much milk do we got currently? 255,000 liters of milk. And I just sold like 700,000 liters of milk just 2 days ago. The milk production is insane. Now, I know the Holsteins are the queen of milk production. The Ayrshire cows are so-so at milk production. So going back to the beginning, I think in total, I want to say we have bought 30 cows of each. That's the way we started. So I don't know how the production's gone. I don't know if it's equal numbers of Ayrshire with Holstein cows. I don't, you know. But that's, I think we bought a total of 60 cows to start the series. Little by little, we bought 60 cows. And now we're up to over 1,100 cows. That's a lot of reproduction going on in that barn. Alright, a few more rows here. Then we'll go around, pick these up, bring them on up, put them into the shed. And then sleep the night away, see if any cows pass away at night. Because as we saw at the end of the last episode, we do have, I don't know, like a handful of cows at 10 years of age. Now, there were a couple of them that were expecting offspring, so I don't know if the game is waiting for them to produce said offspring before they pass away of old age. I don't know how it's written in the script. I have no idea. But, you know, gain one, lose one, I guess. That'd be just fine, I suppose. But we'll see how many cows we get this overnight. So before we skip the night, we'll see how many cows we got. We'll sleep the night away, wake up and see how many cows we got overnight. Sometimes it's like 15. Somewhere around, you know, 10 to 15, somewhere around there is usually what we're getting. That's what I've kind of noticed. Ah, the JCB Fast Track. This is coming rather handy. I remember when I bought it, I'm going to say maybe like a dozen episodes ago or something like that. I was like, yeah, I don't really need this equipment. And then I started buying it. Now and I have it. It's like, I'm constantly using this stuff. But I do like the JCB Fast Track going from one field to another. It zips along nicely. Although the Deutz-Fahr modded tractor that we have, that thing zips along very nicely as well. Our last row, and I may go around, depending on how much we got before we make another bale, I may go around trying to get enough in there to spit out another bale. We'll see how it is when we get to the end of the row here. But it's got to be more than half full. It looks like I'm going to be able to make a bale and not have enough to go around to collect. Yeah, that's fine. That's all good. I'm not going to go around. That's got to be a lot of straw in the field. All right, let's go ahead and unload these. Fold up the baler. And we'll park the baler away until next season when it's time to make some more straw bales from all the cereal crop that we make. It's clean enough. I was like, do I need to give it a wash? Nah, it's clean enough. We'll stick it on this side over here. I don't think I need a soil sensor for anything. Currently, I think we're all fine. I think it wasn't long ago we soil sensed most of the fields, so they should be good for like maybe another year. Alright, we'll park the JCB there. Let's hop into... where's my truck? There's my truck. Let's go around and pick up some bales, and just as I get finished, Frank Jr. is going to be finished with the cornfield. I'll probably have him come over and do this grass field here. Make sure I get all the bales off, because I don't want him getting stuck on hay bales. Question is, am I going to get a full trailer out of this field? Probably not, but I mean this is a lot of hay. With our 20,000 liter bales that we make, it's a lot of hay. I'm kind of glad that a little while ago as well that we stopped doing 2 harvests per field, because it cut that back a lot of work. But it was necessary at the beginning, because the soybeans that we were making... Oh, I left a big pile there. That could be a little bit troublesome. It'd be kind of interesting to see how that decomposes through the winter until next season, though. Yeah, but the canola and soybeans that we were making as a second crop, that money was very helpful, but yeah, now we don't really... I don't want to say we don't need the money. Who doesn't always need money, right? Doesn't matter how rich you are, you always feels like you always could use some more. But yeah, we don't really need the money anymore. The cows are doing well enough on their own. But I do have a lot of cereal crop to sell this winter. So it's usually like around the midwinter is when I sell all that crop. And I think that is all the bales. I'm actually kind of curious about a few things. I didn't check to see how much we got for crop. So oats, we got 420,000 liters of oats. Sunflower? How did I get sunflower? I kind of forgot. Where did that come from? The cornfield. I think the cornfield that we're going to be harvesting this episode, I think when I bought that, it may have had sunflowers in it. Maybe that's where I got it from. And we got 603,000 liters of wheat to sell. I think I'm all set in this field here. So before I go up and put that into our... Frank Jr., why did you stop? Why did you stop? Could it be the bridge? Was the bridge kind of colliding with your workspace, maybe? I don't know. It's not that big of a deal, but you know what? I got cow manure. Let's use it on up. Alright, that's good enough. Let's bring it on over to here, and you can start fertilizing this grass field here. And you can work through the night. Don't worry, the night's going to go by fast for you, Frank Jr. It'll be like you're running at 2,000 times the speed. It's amazing. Alright, you can just start working there. And jump over to the truck. And as we go, I'll cut across the grass field just to make sure that we got everything. Actually, while I'm in the grass field, because I'm going to be recording an episode of Elm Creek right after this, it's kind of interesting how Farming Simulator 22 working in the fields is so much different than it was in 19, and I didn't really cut across the bridge that well there now, did I? Nope. Yep, I'm stuck. Do I have the super... Yeah, there we go. Super strength. Thank you. Always comes in handy. Yeah, but as for... Oh, Frank Jr. You're not blocked by an object. You... That's why I don't let him usually have the cell phone when he's driving the tractor. Because, you know, he gets on his social media page and he's not paying attention and he does things like that. But anyways, yeah, the Farming Simulator 22 field work is a lot different than it is in 19. It's not the same steps. A lot of the same things that you do, just that you got to do in particular orders. Alright, let's go ahead and unload our hay bales in there so they're nice and safe. And let's not forget, let's go in and see how many hay bales I made. Where is that stat page? Created bales, 80. I swear I've made more than 1,345 bales combined on here. But oh well. Let's see. So, am I done with the baling trailer for a year? I think so. That's right. I can't cut down there like I used to. There's a big shed here, but I think I can sneak down through here. Kind of. That's alright. A little rub-a-dub-dub on the shed, and we'll get around. Probably should have drove out to the road and drove around, but I'm kind of lazy today. That's the mood I'm in. I feel like I'm in a lazy mood. So we're going to take a shortcut. And let's see if I can go down there and help out Frank Jr. get out of the ditch. Luckily, I'm a strong farmer. I may have to pull that out by hand. Who knows? Alright. And you need to go back up here because I'm probably going to need our trailer tomorrow. And that's still got some silage in it to top off the TMR mixer. The one thing I have noticed in Farming Simulator 22... No, actually, you were on the water tank. You're fine. You can park here. In 19, anytime you get far enough away from the animals themselves and you come back into field of view, they kind of clip around a little bit. In 22, I noticed that's not a thing. I think in Farming Simulator 22, they got that ring of death gone from us, the field of view area that you have. I think in Farming Simulator 22, there is no ring of death. Some of you may know what I'm talking about. Okay, Frank Jr., I need to get you out of the situation that you're in. Can I can get up over that hill. Alright, we are fine. Let's get you over to here. And try not to do that again, please. Right about there is fine. And you go. So yeah, I'm all set to skip to the night. So what I usually do when I skip to the night now, I do come up here, and before I skip to the night, I come into the animal page and make sure that overall we are good. Now remember, with 6 days seasons, this is good for them for 2 days. So as long as I'm over half on everything, skipping to the night, we are fine. Alright, so let's speed up some time here. 2,000. Let's go ahead and turn on the water. And let's see if we're going to lose any animals at midnight. Maybe one or two. Any? Alright, there's midnight showing up because it shows the fees that we had to pay at midnight. And I'm going to say we're not going to lose any cows. All the $1 wage payments for every hour that the worker's going. Great demand at our milk station. And we got 316,000 liters of milk. What is the great demand price? What are you selling it for? $17.74. Well, you know what? Tell me he's working today. Oh, he is working today. He's going to charge me $33,000 to do all that deliveries, which is fine, you know, because I got the money. Once you have the money, it's fine. But in the beginning, $33,000, that's a lot. But I am going to still profit up to $527,975. Yep, he can come and do that. That would be like maybe 9 deliveries for me. So it does save a lot of time. Boom. Yeah, now we got $1.5 million just like that. And in like 3 days' time, yeah, we will have probably that much milk. I forgot to look to see how many cows we had just before midnight. But if you go back in the video and I was checking the food, you should be able to see how many cows we have. I don't remember. I don't know how many cows we had. I can't go back right now and look. But in the video you can. So now, if you look now, we do have up to 11:30. Doesn't look like we got that many cows overnight, but we didn't lose any either. So that's fine. That's, yeah, some nights I get like 10, 15, and other days it's kind of like that. But yeah, we're all good as long as the numbers are going up. The question I have is, let's zip on down here, and the corn, well, it actually shows ready for harvest. Is it actually ready for harvest, or yeah, it's one of those tricky questions, right? With seasons. Yeah, so it shows it's ready for harvest, but actually it's in the last growth stage. Which is just fine for me because that's the way we kind of want it. I need a truck down here that can grab that, and we know what truck that is. This one here? Alright, we should be able to get rid of the silage that's in here. It looks like I'm almost out of silage in the TMR mixer. I topped that off yesterday. But I got my feeder to feed him like 4 times a day if it needs it. That will probably get like another... Let's see, that was at 72,000 liters, and it's going to take 10. Takes about 15,000 liters of straw. At 45,000 liters, it's going to take... There's 10, 20, 25, about 27,000 liters. So, yeah, it doesn't have enough to do another feeding. It could actually take more than that, but there's a capacity on the feed, how much feed this can actually hold. So sometimes I've seen this thing, when it cycles, it's supposed to cycle, let's see, what times I got it cycling at now. I don't know why I have to go in here. 9 o'clock in the morning, at noon, at 6 o'clock at night, and 3 o'clock in the morning. So this was probably triggered at 3 o'clock in the morning, and it's going back and forth and feeding them. But it'll just keep on cycling back and forth as long as the cows need the percentage of food I got it set for. But it'll be good. It doesn't have enough silage to get through on another feeding, but it should be fine. Yeah, TMR, we're not that far down, so it's all good. The water is turned on, right? Because the water takes the longest to top off. So that's why I usually wait for. Like after this episode, I've been going through fall, winter, and maybe like the first day of spring. It's waiting for the water to fill up in the trough that takes the longest. Now let's drive on down, and we're going to start doing a corn chaff harvest like we did last episode. This field looks big, but I don't think it's going to take as long as some of the other ones because it's nice open spacing. It's kind of narrow, so a few passes here and there, and I think would be good. Good news is Frank Jr. has not got stuck yet. So $1.5 million in the bank account. We got the money to buy more land if we need to at some point. And we might need to. So it is kind of interesting that the first set of cows I lost, they were like all at 10 years of age. And now I got other cows that are 10 years of age and they haven't. So it's kind of like I guess like when they hit that average age of 10 years old, when they will start passing away. It's kind of like an RNG of like, well, you may only live to be like 9.8 years old, and you may live to be 10.4 years of age. Who knows? All right, let's come into here. Yep, course play, course generation, field number 23. We do not need to do any headlands here. So, generate a course. And drive said course. And the good thing is we got plenty of room here, and we don't have to go too far to the silage bunker. Although, I do know at the end of this field here, there is a bit of a ridge that goes up to the road, and it's kind of at a sharp angle, so I'm probably going to fall behind the big X a little bit. Now, if we fill up this bunker that's down here, and there's a good chance we might, I currently don't have a bunker to put this in, so I may just put down another one. I think it costs like $90,000, the one that we use. Whoa, 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 whoa. Why did you... Interesting. Now, did I plow this field? I think I plowed this field after we bought it. So I don't think there's another crop type that might be hidden in there, and the combine sees it as a different crop and it can't afford to harvest it. I don't know what that's all about. Let's see if we have an issue going down through here. I remember our first forage harvest that we had in field 13/17, which is now a cereal crop field. We had that same problem as well. So it's kind of interesting that it happened. But right now, it looks like we are good to go. I think. Alright, so it looks like about a row and a half is what we're going to get out of a trailer. And no, I didn't knock that road sign over. That road sign automatically falls over now because I did landscaping around here. And must be I deformed the land enough that where the road sign can't stand up on its own. I have no problem taking the blame from when I knock over road signs because we all know I do it. Alright, let's top off this row here as best as we can without overflowing out of the bunker itself. Alright, let's stop unloading there, and now I'll go get more load here, and we'll start filling up the other side of the silo bunker. I'm hoping we can get all this in there. I don't want to have to buy another bunker, not because it costs money, just out of this be more bunkers I got to take care of. But rather, I'm just hoping we get it all in. And the other bunker should almost be ready to be fermented. Probably close to like around 80%. Another 90,000 liters of corn chaff ready to be put in here. And then I'm just going to drive on to this side and start this row. But from now on, I'll have to back in all the way, which is not too bad because I left myself enough room, it looks like. Let's start unloading it right here. Try to get it even with the other row as well. And now I'll just keep unloading it until it stops unloading, which means I gotta drive forward a bit. And there we go. Now before I continue, Frank Jr. apparently is done with the grass field over here. Let's not ask questions. Maybe he was up, looking at the cell phone again. Can I back up? Looks like it. Alright, so the best way to do this field I found, the way I got it, is most of the time it works this way, but hopefully it's not a problem. Sometimes it is, but sometimes it isn't. We'll start him up at this corner, and hopefully he works his way back and forth. I'm not going to be surprised if he quits, but I also won't be surprised if he continues on through, no problem. Well, I'm going to get more of this corn chaff harvesting done because we did it last episode. And you don't need to see me sit here for another 20 minutes or so doing the same thing we did last episode. So I'm going to get more of this done. I'll bring it back when we're almost done. And then we'll get Frank Sr. in the Steiger and he can start compacting this chaff on down. Or am I going to have to build another silo bunker and put some more in there because, like I said, I don't have an open bay out of the 3 that we got left. Oh, that's what we got left. The 3 that we have. As you can see, we're almost done here. I think the rest of this field will fit in the trailer. It's been like a pass and a half that I can get into the trailer. And as you can see, we got 1 full pass, and that's not even a full forage harvester working width wide over there to do. So I'm thinking I can sneak it all in here. Good news is I don't really have to buy another silage bunker. We should be able to fit it all into there. Well, that just means the bad news is, this means less silage that we have. But I'm not worried about it. We got plenty of silage to feed the cows. I am starting to think, because I thought my goal by the end of this year was 1,300, but I may have said 1,400 at the beginning of the year. I don't really remember which number it was. Was it 13 or 14? I don't remember. But either way, it's going to be, it is what it is. We're going to get what we get. I would like 1,400. That's 100 more than the previous goal that I thought I had. I'm starting to think it might have been 1,400 for some reason. I don't know I don't remember what the number was. But either way, like I said, we get what we get. What are you actually going to do for... Oh, you're going to do it on that side. Okay, I got you. I got you. We're fine. Yeah, we're not going to get much of a yield on that last row there, but it's all good. We're going to stick it on to the silage bunker, and we are good to go. And then pretty much it's just a lot of field work. I wouldn't say a lot of field work. It's a lot of just hiring some workers to get some work done here. So, yeah, I'm not sure. I've been thinking about it while doing this silage harvest here today. How I want to do... I just don't want to skip all the way to next spring, because that's like a half a year just like, you know, we're showing up and it's like, hey, we got this many cows. So what I may do is do like a little bit of a... I don't know if I want to do a time lapse or just show myself doing a lot of jobs, but most of what I'm doing is, especially during the winter months after I get all the fields, like I got to plow this field and get this, you know, throw some cow manure everywhere, is I stand up by the cow barn and I just make sure they got straw for bedding, make sure they got water, and of course food for the TMR mixer. That's all I'm really doing. But in December, of course, I am selling the crop that I showed you earlier. So I do have like a day where I spend going back and forth to the trailer and taking care of selling our crop. Let's go ahead and just turn that off here. So I'm not quite sure how I'm going to do next episode yet. Like I said, it might be just I might show like a minute and a half, 2-minute clip of like, well, it's the third day of fall, and today I'm plowing this field, and Frank Jr. is spreading fertilizer here, because that's all I'm doing is basically spreading fertilizer, and got to plow this field and just take care of the cows. That's all I got left to do, really. Hopefully clean out some silage bunkers so next year I got room. And speaking of room, like I said, we almost got this one kind of full. So I think I got 1.7 million liters in the bunker on that side. I've been kind of packing in, I think, a little bit better on this bunker here. I did get stuck once, and I used my super strength to get out. That's because I was clipping, well, like that. I'm clipping this concrete wall on the side of the silage bunker, and for some reason it just got stuck. Hopefully I don't get stuck this time here. I'm going to try to spread this one out a little bit more, so when I compact it with the Steiger, I can go all the way to the end, and it's not that much of a dip. Try to do the best as we can here. And I do have some spillage out here, but it is what it is. Can't do much about it. Now let's go into the silage bunker and see how much we got. Start taking some guesses. 1,540,000. Okay, 1,640,000. I was off by 100,000 liters. Still not a bad guess. So almost as much in here. Like I said, I've been learning how to pack it in this a little bit better. So 100,000 liters short, and I think if I really, at the end here, I was kind of stretching it out, because when I got the Steiger compact this on course play, I want to make sure he goes down as far as he can. But I probably only go this far, because then the Steiger will start tipping on the side a little bit. So I was trying to stretch out, but I probably could have maybe gotten, if I stretched out maybe the 2 million liters in here, that maybe it does hold. But not too bad. We are doing pretty good. Actually, I'm going to leave this parked here for now. Actually, you know what? While I'm wrapping up the episode, I probably need to do this, so I'll forget about it. Let's go get some silage and bring it up to the TMR mixer, because we know that is kind of low on silage. So we're at 1140 on cows. What are we at? 1130. Yeah, did I only get 4 cows overnight? That is awfully low on cows, honestly. So if that's the case, I thought we had like 1126 at the beginning of the episode. If I only got 1130, only getting 4 cows overnight, that is extremely low. I mean, on a bad night, I would consider I'd get like 8 or 9. To only get like 4? That is extremely low. I'm wondering if some cows are dying, but it's not showing up in the message because I'm fast forwarding it too fast, maybe. I'm not too sure if that's the case. Is that still turned on? Is that belt still turned? I think so. I think I see solids being picked up. So, yeah, this bunker over here is kind of empty, but if we go into the bunker, it still shows... Oh, it's empty now. Okay, so it's empty now. Okay, perfect. So I got one bunker empty, and I still got almost 3 million liters of silage in here to take on out. This will get us through next spring, I think, maybe. No, we're actually in early fall. That may get us to midwinter, something like that. But no worries, as you know, we got over 3 million liters over there. I actually got in the upper, I don't know why I'm jumping up down for it. It's not like we can see it from here. But the one up by the cow barn, I think I got somewhere around 500,000 liters up there when I was empty out this bunker on the other side that's now empty. I've been bringing some of it up there. Alright, let's go top off this TMR mixer. And like I said, I'm pretty good. So we just sold milk today, so I'm, you know, don't have to worry about that. I will say I tend to get a lot of great demands at our self-selling milk selling station. Now there goes a road sign. There we go. Gotta take one down every episode, I think. Or it's not me. It's not me driving. But I do get a lot of great demands at our milk selling station, which is nice. But that was a really good price today at $1,700. I don't want to sit here and say I wish I had more milk to sell because, I mean, I don't really need the cash currently. But I'm pretty sure I can spend it if I wanted to. I can go around and look. But like I said, there's only so many vehicles I can drive at a time. And there's only so many workers I can hire at a time because we just don't have that much work to do. But it's fun. It's fun buying new equipment. That's why I think I'm really having I'm really having a good blast in Farming Simulator 22. Not because it's a new game, but then again, I'm also buying new equipment. But I got to do a little research on Farming Simulator 22. I got to learn more about doing the fields correctly. And hopefully in this previous week's episode of Farming Simulator 22 in Elm Creek, you'll see that I'm doing it more properly. It's not like previous episodes of, or previous editions of Farming Simulator where they just add an addition of like, oh, we got lime now, we got weeds now. It's like, oh, you can do it whenever. In 22, it's like, no, you got to do it in this order or it's not going to work at all. Alright, we'll top that off here. Like I said, I think I got like 500,000 liters here. Yeah, 538 and not much in here, I don't think. 103, still not that bad. Manure we're doing pretty darn good on. And the cows are doing lovely. Are we still filling with water? Nope, we're topped off with water, so we're good there. They do need to be cleaned out. Cleanliness, yep, it's not that bad. It's just from last night till today. Water's good. Straw, I got to bring some bedding over. TMR is not bad. Grass and hay and silage do not matter. The grass that they got in here, this keeps coming from their pasture out there. It will top off the grass that they need, but they're not eating grass. They're eating nothing but TMR. But if I do run out of TMR, I got enough grass in there to last the current set of cows for like about a day and a half. Right, ladies? That's right. Well, they're looking happy. They're all happy out here. They're all doing well. At least I think they are. But yeah, I got to top them off with some straw bales. So, how are we doing on straw, by the way? The other straw barn is almost completely full, and here I got 125 bales. So, the good thing I like about this mod here, it actually tells you how many liters you got in here. 2.5 million liters. Sounds like a lot, but as we can see, go back into the cow page, they require 115,000 liters of straw every 2 days just for bedding. So, yeah, you go through that quite fast in a way here. But anyways, yeah, I got Frank Jr. going around. He's got to fertilize some. I got to plow a field. That's all I'm really doing this fall. And when winter comes, we're just going to sell some grain. And I just fell through the windows. Actually, I think the windows are actually kind of open. But anyways, that's going to do it for today, guys. Hopefully you guys did enjoy the episode. I do appreciate you watching as always. I'll catch you again right here in Griffin, Indiana. But until then, have a good one.